First of all, we're excited that it's close to game day, a little over 24 hours until we play our game tomorrow against Idaho. But we've, really enjoyed this week. Just talking to these three guys in the locker room a minute ago, had a good time this week. And anytime, your players win enough games to go to a bowl game, it means you accomplished something that season, and we did. And the way we played and the way we fought back this season and finished strong, and it's something that we're proud of. And the guys continue to work and believe in each other and believe in their coaches, and really excited about trying to finish off this season the right way. We got one more opportunity to play as a group, to play together, to go out and have fun. We've had enough fun at the bowl, and now it's time to have fun playing football. So we're excited about tomorrow and ready to play an outstanding football team.
Keller Lyle with Fort Collins, Colorado. Coach, you talked about yesterday, we talked briefly, and you said about the team having to lock in. Do you feel like your team is now locked in?
I do. Well, we talked about it after practice yesterday, but then we had to take a break and go snow tubing. I knew we were going snow tubing, but we're going to be over around 4 or 5 o'clock, and that's 48 hours before the first game, and talk to the guys about what we normally do on a Thursday before a Saturday game. I don't even know what day of the week is, but it's Friday to me, because tomorrow's like a Saturday. So we talked about locking in. I thought we did that by the way they came out and had a walkthrough before practice, how we was crisp during practice. Friday's our fast Friday. We try to fly around and simulate game speed. It was probably one of the best practices we had the day before the game. So I like to look at our eye. Now we just got to go play.
Michael Katz from the Idaho Statesman. You've probably talked about Nick Stevens more times than you like to, but he's just been really instrumental to, especially the way you ended the season. And I think if he had enough passes, he'd be the 6th most efficient passer in the entire country. Just how important is he to the success of this team, and how have you seen him kind of change since he got the job back?
Well, he deserves to be talked about. He's done an outstanding job for this football team. He started off the year as the starter, and we decided to make a change. And a lot of times that's not easy to hear that. And Nick not only said the right things and how he was going to approach the next day, the next few weeks as a member of the football team, but it was the way he acted and carried himself around his teammates. He was a good teammate to Colin Hill. He was a good teammate to his fellow players. He was very encouraging, and he also worked on the improvements that we talked about that he needed to work on. And kind of had a different perspective sitting back. And then when the opportunity came to go into a game, he took advantage of that opportunity. And he's playing at a high level right now. His teammates around him are playing at a high level, but it's really a difference between the way he played in last year and the way he's playing now. We're able to be a lot more balanced offensively. There's a threat of a passing game, and it's enabled us to be more explosive. He does a great job in our run checks. He does a great job in our protection, and he's got the confidence of his teammates. And a big part of that is I think he developed more as a leader of this football team in the time that he wasn't the starter, how he handled it, how he approached every day, how he controlled what he could control. And then when he had to come back in, I think the players knew that they weren't going to miss a beat because of how he handled every situation.
Mike Bobo, Loveland Reporter Herald. This is for the players. Offensively and defensively, you've gotten off to quick starts recently, getting stops on defense, scoring touchdowns on offense. Do you have any concerns with kind of keeping that momentum as you head into the bowl game, considering the layoff you guys have had?
Kevin, you want to answer that first?
Yeah, I don't think so. This last week, I guess the last couple of days, we kind of done it just how we have the rest of the season. So the practices are the same structure. So I think we're pretty used to it. We're just ready to go.
Yeah, Coach and the staff put together a good game plan for us offensively. So I think as long as we're locked in and ready to go, we should be good.
Nolan, you have anything?
Yeah, I think the way we prepare really prepares us for those first couple series of each game. We come out and we practice, especially on Wednesday. We go through our special teams period and we come out and run a 1-minute drill right away instead of at the end of practice. So it's really knowing that we need to go out and play right now and don't have any really time to hold back and wait until we kind of get settled into the game. So starting games fast is something the coaches have stressed this entire year, and I feel that we'll continue to do so.
Kelly Lau from the Fort Collins, Colorado. And again, I'll ask any of the players, but just what do you guys think? There are players around the country now that are backing out of bowl games because of fear of getting hurt and messing up their pro career. What do any of you guys think about that? You're all seniors who probably hope to have a shot at playing at the next level.
Fred, why don't you start with that one?
We were actually just talking about this before we came in here, but I don't know. I don't think that I would ever do anything like that, just because it's almost like letting the team down type of thing, and focusing on things you can't control. So I don't know. Just don't really support it.
I guess, yeah. I think when it comes to college football, it's all about the team, but it's a personal decision for them. I mean, it's their life. They got to be with it.
I know for me and all the guys on this, as far as seniors, love playing football, and we know that every opportunity we have to go out and play the game we want to and play the best of our ability for ourselves and for our teammates. So, I mean, it's up to them. I'm not going to slight them for making that decision, but in my case, you know, every opportunity I get to go out and play, I'm loving it. And playing hesitant or scared or worried about possible injury, I feel like that's when you do get hurt. So if you're going into the game worried about that, it might be better for them to not go out and play. But for us, we love playing, and we're excited for another opportunity to go out and play.
Mike, the way you finished the season, you got there's a good feeling around this program. Would it diminish it at all if you don't finish this season right in this game?
Well, you know, whether you win or lose, you know, you're going to go back to work and, you know, build on the things that you did well and try to correct the things that you feel like you need to improve to take the next step as a program. But, you know, basically the question you just asked is something I've been talking, you know, since the end of the year with these guys, is that I'm extremely proud of this football team and how they responded, coaches and players. And that's not an easy thing to do when things aren't going well, to still believe in each other like these guys believe in each other when they're on the field, or to believe in their coaches and trust what their coaches are saying and try to get better every week, whether win or lose. And you know, finished the season on a very, very high note. Now we got one more opportunity as a football team. You know, don't let that opportunity slide by not preparing and working like you've done all year. And if we do that and we come ready to play, then, you know, hopefully this season can end the way we want it to, with a victory. But we got to go play the game. We're playing a team that's a very good football team. It's won 6 out of the last 7. And driving a lot of momentum too and confidence. And they're going to be ready to play. They want to finish their season off on a special note. So it's going to be an exciting ball game, and I'm looking forward to seeing our guys go compete.
Michael Katz again from the Idaho Statesman. I guess this is for anyone up there, but last time you guys played here was a pretty wild one with the onside kicks and that crazy finish. Did that kind of feel like a turning point in your guys' season? Because after that, it kind of seemed like you guys really kind of got going.
Well, you know, we walk in, you know, into any football game with the expectation that, you know, you should expect to win, because the way you've prepared, the way you've worked throughout the off season, how you've worked that season, you know, and for whatever reason, and, you know, this is just my feeling, not necessarily the players, I didn't know if we believed yet that we walk on the field, I don't care who the opponent is, we need to have the expectation that we're going to play well enough to win if we can, you know, do our jobs individually and collectively as a football team. We didn't win that ball game, but there was a little bit of momentum or turning point in that game where it was like, okay, you know, we can score some points, and we get an onside kick, we get, you know, 2 of them in a row, and there's some confidence that, you know, we're moving the football offensively, and then, you know, defensively getting the ball back there at the end. But we didn't win the ball game, you know, and that was my message after the ball game. You know, we believe that if we'll do what we're supposed to do, work, buy in, believe in each other, then we'll have a chance to win on any given Saturday against any opponent. And, you know, we made a statement in that locker room, or I did, and we're not losing again. Now, obviously, we lost the game to Air Force, but I think from that moment on, we played with and prepared with the expectation that we were going to go out and expect to win every Saturday.
Kelly Lyle again from the Colorado. For any of the players, just how important, obviously this game is finishing this season that you're in, you had a great finish, but how much can this game and what you do in this game influence the future of Colorado State's program? You guys are all seniors. Is this a chance to leave sort of a legacy with what you do in this last game?
Nolan, how about you start with that?
Absolutely. I know when we came in as freshmen, we all came in when the program had been 3-9 3 years in a row, and then our redshirt freshman year we went 4-8. So we all kind of made the decision that we wanted to put this program in the right direction. We all came from winning programs in high school, and we expected to win as players. So to finish this year off and really kind of get this program going again in the right direction is going to be huge for us. And as seniors, we want to leave that legacy that will leave a platform for the next team to stand on as they go into the next year with the new stadium and everything that's going on with our program. And it's very exciting, and we're sad we're not going to be a part of it moving forward, but we felt we'd left a legacy as far as how to prepare and what it takes for a team to be successful. And you know, we want to finish this year off well for us to be able to look back on it and say we did something to get this program going in the right direction.
Fred?
Yeah, I mean, like Nolan said, you know, the fun's in the winning. And we came in and the program wasn't doing good and we turned it around a little bit, but I think it's just going to be huge if whatever goes on. But setting a statement for next year, and I know the coach has been talking about it a lot, but just carrying that momentum into the off season for the team and things like that, it'll just be a lot easier to get going, I feel like, and having the standard of, you know, playing to win and trying to get to the status of being champion in the conference.
Kevin, you got anything?
Uh,
You don't have to.